everyone, welcome back to Zen Talks, where we decode Zoho Books one topic at a time. And as always, we have Mr. Vijay with us in the studio. Hello Mr. Vijay, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Deepthi. How are you?
I'm fine. So let's start with the topic. We did this whole deep dive into comparing QuickBooks versus Zoho Books, remember?
Oh yes, we did.
That's right. And honestly, I think we broke a few people's brain because I have got like a plenty messages this week and all basically the same thing about integrating the Zoho Books. So I figured, alright, let's just do a whole new episode on integrations because clearly this is what people actually need to know.
Makes total sense. I mean, in the real world, nobody wants to blow up their whole accounting system overnight just because they started using Zoho CRM, right?
Right. So let's just start there. Can we actually integrate Zoho with QuickBooks? Like, is it even possible in real?
Yeah, it's totally possible. And honestly, it's not even that complicated anymore. Zoho's got its tool called Zoho Flow that basically think it's like a matchmaker for your apps.
Okay, that sounds cute. So it's not like you need a developer or anything, right?
Nah, not the basic stuff. Zoho Flow has this pre-built connectors. So you basically tell, hey, when it happens in Zoho CRM, do this thing in QuickBooks, and it just does it.
Okay, can you just give me an example for that?
Sure. So let's say your sales team closes a deal in Zoho CRM. You can set it up so that automatically it creates the customer record in QuickBooks and maybe even generates an invoice. So no one has to do a manual work there.
Wait, so the finance team just sees it show up in QuickBooks automatically?
Exactly. So they're not sitting there waiting for someone to email them the details to fill out for some form. It just appears.
That's okay, but that actually seems huge because I feel like every business I talk to has this problem where sales and finance are basically playing telephone with customer data.
Oh my God, yes. And that's just not annoying, it's where the errors happen. Someone misspells a company name, puts it in a wrong amount, forgets to send it over entirely.
Or my favorite, sends it twice, so now you have got two duplicate records.
Yes. So integration basically eliminates all of that. The data only gets entered once, wherever it starts, and then it flows wherever it needs to go.
Okay, but Zoho Flow is the only way to do this, or there are any other ways to do it?
There are other ways. So if you want to get more complex needs or you have a developer team, both Zoho and QuickBooks have an API, you can work with it. And that's more of a custom built situation.
So that's like we have a very complicated workflow and we need something tailored to it, right?
Exactly. And there are third-party integration platforms too, like Zapier type things. So Zoho's marketplace have a few options. But honestly, for most businesses, Zoho Flow is the sweet spot. It's built by Zoho, it's designed to work with their apps, and it's not over technically.
Alright, so we have established that we can do it. So, but I want to get into should you do it part? Like, when does this integration actually make sense?
Good question. So I think the obvious one is when you are not ready to fully commit to one platform or the other. Maybe you've been using QuickBooks for years, your accountant knows it, your bookkeeper knows it, but you're using Zoho for CRM and for project management.
So different teams are using different tools, right?
Right. And they all need to stay in sync. Like your sales team shouldn't have to care what accounting software you use. They just need to close the deals, but a finance team needs the deal data to generate the invoices and track the revenue.
And what about the companies that are thinking of switching to Zoho Books eventually? Does integration help there?
Oh, huge. This is actually my favorite use case. So you can run them in parallel. So start moving some processes to Zoho Books, keep the historical stuff in QuickBooks, and use the integration to keep everything talking to each other during the transition.
So it's like using a safety net while you're migrating.
Exactly. So you're not doing this terrifying rip and replace thing where everything changes overnight. So you can test things, train people gradually, and if something goes wrong, you still got the QuickBooks running.
Okay, but here's what I'm wondering. If integration is so great, why would anyone ever fully migrate? Like, why not just stay integrated forever?
See, this is the thing people don't think about upfront. So integration is great for solving specific problems, but it's not always a great long-term strategy.
Why not?
Well, you're not maintaining two systems. 2 logins, 2 set of user permissions, 2 vendor bills, 2 training programs. When something breaks, you've got to figure out if it's QuickBooks problem, a Zoho problem, or the integration problem.
Okay.
And then there is reporting. So if you need a complete picture of your business, you probably are pulling reports from both the systems and combining them manually, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of automation.
Yeah, that's fair. So when does it even make sense just to pick one and migrate everything over?
When you're already deep into one ecosystem, like if you're using Zoho CRM, projects, inventory, or maybe using analytics running, at some point you're like, why am I even paying for QuickBooks when I could just move accounting to Zoho Books and I have everything in one place?
Single source of truth.
Exactly. So everything is connected natively. Your reporting is cleaner. You've got just one login, one support team to call when things are going wrong. And for a lot of growing businesses, that simplicity is worth the migration effort.
So it's like integration is the bridge, but migration is the final destination.
I like that. So yeah, integration can be a permanent solution for some businesses, but for others, it's a stepping stone.
Okay, so if someone's listening to this thinking, all right, I need to figure out what to do about my Zoho QuickBooks situation, what's the first step for them?
Right. So first, talk to your teams. Seriously, don't just decide from your office what everyone needs. Go ask to the sales team and what they're doing. Ask your finance team what their pain points are. Ask your operations what data they're manually moving around.
Because the people doing the work know where the problem is, right?
Exactly. And then think about where you're going as a business. Are you adding more Zoho apps? Or are you happy with QuickBooks for a long haul? The answers to the question tell you whether the integration or migration makes more sense.
And I'm guessing this is where a lot of people realize they need help, right?
Exactly. And that's okay. This stuff can get technical, whether you're setting up workflows in Zoho Flow or planning for a full data migration. It is really easy to mess things up if you don't know what you're doing.
Like what? What are the common mistakes that you can tell?
Oh man, I've seen people sync data in circles. So the same invoice gets created over and over. I have seen migrations where they didn't map the fields correctly, so all the data ends up in a wrong place. Or they even forget to migrate the historical data, and suddenly their finance team can't access their last year's record.
Really?
Yeah, so getting someone who's done with it before can save you a lot of headaches and money, honestly.
Okay. Last thing before we wrap this up, if you could give one piece of advice to someone trying to figure this out, what would it be?
I would say don't treat it like an all or nothing decision. So you don't have to choose between the integrate forever or migrate right now. So you can start the integration to solve your immediate problems, see how it works, and then decide later if the migration makes sense.
So it's not a permanent one.
Right. The tools are there. Zoho Flow, APIs, or whatever you need. The question is just figuring out what actually solves your business problem. Start there, and the rest kind of follows.
Perfect. All right, then let's wrap this up here. Thank you so much for breaking this down, Vijay.
Anytime.
And hey, if you are dealing with these kind of issues, please do comment down so we can help you on it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also share this video to anyone who might need this. Also, Zentegra is providing 15 days of free Zoho Books trial. Link is in the description. Until then, happy migrating. Bye-bye.